KSL Sports Beat.
The last time the Utah Jazz were in Detroit was last January. They rallied from a 9-point deficit in the fourth to win that game in overtime, a game that started their remarkable 28-6 record on the way to the playoffs at the end of last season. Could this trip to Detroit provide the same boost this season? Well, time will tell. The Jazz stunk in the first quarter. They shot 4 of 21 in that first quarter. Defense, not much of it. Reggie Bullock buried 4 threes in the quarter. He had 14 points. The Pistons led 31-13 after one quarter. The Jazz would patiently chip away the rest of the game, played much better defense, and by the fourth quarter, were able to finally close the gap. The Favors block starts the break. Raul Neto in for an injured Dante Exum ties the game. With 8 minutes left in the fourth, Rudy's dunk gives the Jazz their first lead of the game, and they would never trail again. Defense is the key again. The steal by Donovan leads to a Kyle Korver 3 in transition. He hit 2 big threes in the fourth quarter. The Jazz take a 6-point lead. Ricky Rubio, a steal. Jay Crowder has a chance to shine in transition. The Jazz are fired up. Then Jay with a no-look pass to Joe Ingles in the corner. It was a 19-4 Jazz run. Joe had 16 points. They were up 11. The Pistons cut the lead to 2, but each time they get close, Donovan Mitchell would respond. After scoring just 2 points in the first half, Mitchell explodes for 24 in the second, including that dagger. The Jazz are back to 500 on the season, 20-20 after the win in Detroit. They close out the 4-game road trip in Milwaukee Monday night.
I don't know who that was in the first half, man. It was an embarrassment to me and my teammates, and my teammates just right there with me had my back. Even when I came out early in the third, took a bad shot, turned the ball over, they told me to just keep fighting through. And like I said, it's persistence. One day it's me, next day it's Joe, but that's all it is, just fighting through.
Now to college basketball. BYU wraps up a long 5-game road swing in a place that hasn't been kind to them over the years. Since joining the WCC, BYU's just 1-6 against St. Mary's in Moraga. Nick Emery doing some damage for BYU early off the bench. Ties the game up with his second 3. 8 points for Emery in the first half. St. Mary's found some 3-point shooting themselves, though. Malik Fitz giving the Cougars fits. 3s on back-to-back possessions, and St. Mary's with a 10-point lead at the half. Now up 47-34. The Utes haven't won at Tucson since 1986, just 1-12 against Arizona overall since joining the Pac-12. They had their shot Saturday. Cedric Bearfield, who continues his hot streak, scored 19 points in the first half. That ties a career high in a half. The Utes led by as much as 19, actually by 10 in that first half. Freshman Timmy Allen from the Phoenix area played well in the win over ASU. He goes backdoor for the slam here. He had 11 points. It was tied at 36 at the half. Game went back and forth. Donnie Tillman with 3 of his 21 off the bench to give the Utes the lead. Cedric Bearfield finds Jace Johnson for the dunk and a 3-point lead. Ced had 26, but fouled out late in the second half. They missed him. Game tied. Utes can get the final shot, but Timmy Allen loses it out of bounds. Arizona missed their shot at the buzzer, so we go to overtime. Tillman with a great take to the rim for the and one in OT. Utes take the lead. Arizona comes right back, though, with a minute left. Brandon Randolph gives the Wildcats the lead. Utah gets a shot for the win. Senior Parker Van Dyke with a nice look, but it's in and out. Heartbreak for the Utes. Arizona gets the rebound and the win. Utes now 7-7, 1-1 in conference. They host Washington Thursday. Utah State hosting Air Force. Sam Merrill led the way in this one with 18 points. He was 5 of 9 from the field, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. The Aggies led 44-28 at the half. Quinn Taylor was 7 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. He had 16 points. Nemias Keta was a perfect 5 of 5 from the field. Nice tip in there. He had a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Brock Miller had 15 points, 5 threes. The Aggies get their first conference win. They host Fresno State Thursday. Rivalry game at the Purple Palace. Weber State hosting Southern Utah. The Thunderbirds went toe-to-toe with the Wildcats. Andre Adams off the glass. The Thunderbirds send this game to overtime, tied up at 70. And in overtime, Dre Marin got things going. He puts the T-Birds up by 2 with that 3. And Brandon Better with the dagger. How about this? Southern Utah goes on the road and upsets Weber State 90-82 in overtime. This was a crazy one. Utah Valley at Cal State Bakersfield. Last seconds in regulation. Utah Valley gets the 3 to tie it up. They get the ball out of bounds with 4 seconds left, but they throw it off the backboard on the inbounds. So Bakersfield has the ball. And that's all they needed. Taze Moore with the tip in and the game winner. Heartbreak for the Wolverines on the road. Oof. Now the play of the day in college basketball. Zion Williamson of Duke. This isn't a game, not just a dunk contest or anything like that, but an actual game. He throws down the 360, and Duke gets a win. All right, Red Rocks opening the season at home against Penn State. Their star, Michaela Skinner, always outstanding. 9.950 on vault, highest score for Utah. She would do it also on bars, 9.95 there. The Red Rocks would crush Penn State in their season opener, 197.175 to 194.450. That is a blowout win.
Yes, it is.
In gymnastics.
Good to see them back in action.
Yeah, in a packed house.
Amazing.
She was an alternate in the Olympics.
Right.
right.
And she's incredible, and she's getting better and better. They got a chance to win a national championship this year.
Let's hope so.
Thanks, JJ.
We'll be back.